How you guys doing? So now I'm going to go after the Hebrews. The Hebrews join up to this religion because it doesn't involve any organization. It doesn't involve any military militant action. It doesn't involve anything like that. Only thing they're doing is they're waiting for a god to come out of the sky, or they're waiting for a god to come out of a UFO and save them from the white man. They will never fight back against the white man. This is the only reason that this religion even exists, because it's a passive religion. It tells you you might as well be a fucking Jehovah Witness, because you're just sitting back and you're watching these things get worse and worse, and you don't vote, you don't do anything. I'm not saying that voting is the way. I wouldn't vote either. But the point is, you're not doing any constructive. You're not telling people to stock up on goods. You're not telling people to stock up on water. You're not helping the black community at all. The only thing is you're doing is regurgitating passages from the Bible, because you halfway know how to read it from I can't even say Hebrew, because Hebrew is so young of a language that it's not even funny. But you're so in, infatuated on the fact that you can read this book and you have some kind of context. So you take a little bit from here, you take a little bit from there, but there's so many books. If you go and see 1811 or 1816 or 18, if you go look at any one of those books from the 1800s, any one of those King James Bibles from the 1800s, you'll see that you're just reading a nigger book, the kind of book that they put underneath they put in a hotel drawer for everybody in the world to read. That's not for the scholars. That's not for the deep researchers. You got this book and it's been worn, and you got pages all tagged out, and you got things underlined, and it's like one book. I've read 9 different translations, including the Hebrew version of the Bible. You're not doing anything new. All the only thing you're doing is like you're making a fool of yourself. You're only going by what the white man gave you. You're not doing any research. If you don't go back past the regular Bible that they give you, I've read 9 Bibles. I've read the translation of the Latin Vulgate version. I've read the translation of the Hebrew version with the etymology that tells you where the word came from, the root word. So there's a lot of words that's in the Bible that's been, how do you say, it's been kind of mistranslated on purpose by accident. So you're not showing yourself approved if you're just reading one book, because 66 books is not all you were given. Your books are spread off all over the world. And that's why the white man is so intrigued. That's why he has all your things in a museum, because he knows how valuable it is. And he tells you it's voodoo. And he goes and see it every year, millions and millions of dollars to go and look and to take pictures of your ancestors' work. And he tells you it's voodoo, don't pay no attention to it. And you would never, if even if you did have enough money to go to London, you would never go to the British Museum. If you had enough money to go to France, you would never go to the Louvre Museum and look at your own ancestors and what they wrote for you, what they left behind for you, because they knew one day you would lose your mind. They had prophecy that said that one day you would lose your mind and you wouldn't even know whether you were male or female, or you wouldn't know who you were. You're the only people on the planet that don't know who you are. And that goes from the people in the Caribbean, that goes for the people in South America, that goes for the people in North America, all the way up to Canada. Black people in London, you don't know who you are. You have no idea who you are. The black people in France, the black people in the Caucasian countries, you have no idea who you are. You're just existing, but you have no idea what your roots are. And they can tell you how many times you've been mixed with the white man, and that's the way you look and all that kind of shit. But you have no idea who you are. And that's what I'm here to break. We're going to break this whole thing. We're going to break it down, and the sun is going to help me because the sun is having X flares and M flares, and we're all waking up. And I'm only speaking to people who are waking up. If you're waking up too, then if you're having pains and you got joints and shit you hit back in the 80s and it's starting to bother you, that's okay. That's all right. All it's doing is rebuilding you. It's rebuilding you. You're getting ready to be a new creature. You're getting ready to be basically the superheroes that you watch on Marvel if you survive this. So stay strong. I'll see you soon. This was the one on the Hebrews. And I'll do a couple of more. And the Hebrews will never talk about ever fighting a white man. Oh, he has too much armament. Oh, he has too much. Oh, he will annihilate us if we try to fight him back. See, we gotta wait till God come. And see, God, my God, he got so much power, and he ain't never used it for you in over 400 years. Oh, that's because we messed up. That's because we fucked up. See, we was never supposed to see. We turned our face away from him, so he turned his face away from us for 400 years. He already told us that in the scripture. You could go look at it and do the remedy, Rodney. Listen, man, your God, if he allowed this shit, he's not worth waiting for. It's time for you to stand up and be a man. Stand up. He's a man. That one who's controlling you, that colonizer who's controlling you, he's a man and he bleeds just like you. It's time for you to organize. Unite. Just unite. With all these other people you say you don't give a fuck about. The Egyptians, the Muslims, the Christians. Just find men. Not these little sissy ass girls. Find men. Strong men. And unite with them and tell them, look, we're going to put our religious differences to the side. We got a common enemy. So we have to unite together. But as long as you Hebrews keep doing that dumb shit and you keep standing out there in the corners, sooner or later they're going to pick y'all motherfuckers up in vans and put y'all into a fucking FEMA camp. You better team up or get ready to get shipped out. And I'm going to say this for the last time. Peace.